What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
You think you know me, and when you think you know me. You think you know me. You think you know me. You think you know me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dad's on Wrestling, episode number 21.
We're legal now.
Yeah, we're legal now.
Where's the beers, dude?
Hey. I got my cherry coke because you know me, I'm straight edge.
Exactly. I'm the lady killer, Ray Larkin. This is Talk Wrestling's own Jeff Meacham.
Mr. TW.
And this is the Renegade of Wrestling and the host of Dad's on One of the co-hosts on Dad's on Wrestling.
Yeah.
Co-host.
Yeah. Dad's is a joint venture.
Hey, it's my first time.
Joint like Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
21, it is your first time. That's
JJ Wood.
There you go.
And today we are here to talk about a special man.
Yes,
We're here to talk about Adam Copeland. We're here to talk about Adam Impact. We're here to talk about Conquistador Uno. We're here to talk about Damon Stryker. We're here to talk about Sexton Hardcastle. We're here to talk about Edge.
The rated R superstar. The ultimate opportunist. The two-time Mr. Money in the Bank.
The king of awesomeness.
King of the Ring, that's
Oh no, that's Miz.
The king of awesome.
Edge was awesome before.
This is true. This is true.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And that's
I love the Miz.
Okay.
And that's a Miz Mark speech.
There you go.
That's a Miz Mark speech.
There you go.
As you can tell, the lady killer here is all edged out.
Edge. He loves his edge.
Unfortunately, you know, over the years, I either lost, sold, or just got too fat for my Edge gear. So I had to mix and match my own little tribute to Edge. I got WrestleMania 21, where he won his first Money in the Bank. Matt Hardy tag, you know, Hardy's and Edge and Christian. Edge versus Matt back in 05 over the real-life feud that started with Lita. RKO wristbands, rated RKO.
Great team.
And then, of course, Chris Benoit, baby. Former tag team partner, tag team champion with Edge.
2 times.
2 times.
I don't know this man you speak of.
Yes. Who is this B word you speak of?
Corporate has erased.
I think Vince McMahon, the WWE, has used that Men in Black flashy thingy on you guys a couple too many times to erase your
Who are
memory.
you, sir?
Chris Benoit still exists in the wrestling lore that is owned and operated by the Dads on Wrestling.
This is true. He
despite
does.
what
He does.
he has.
He does. He does.
So I think the purpose today, Ray. Now you requested this special show, Edge being one of your favorites of all time. The purpose of this show, correct me if I'm wrong, is to pay tribute, to kind of talk about our memories of Edge, good matches,
Great
of course
match.
the accomplishments. Edge has held more championships in WWE than any other competitor in the history of WWE.
11-time world champion, double-digit tag team champion, King of the Ring, Royal Rumble winner,
2-time Money in the Bank.
2-time Money in the Bank. You know.
Triple Crown champion.
Like the shirt said, done it all, won it all. You know,
But he hasn't won it all because there are some belts that he never got his hands
the
on.
only person to win 2 more different championships, Chris Jericho.
There you go.
That's it.
But we're not here talking about him.
We're not here talking about Chris Jericho. Although Chris Jericho and Edge together did win the Unified Tag Team Championship.
There you go.
I don't know. I don't know this. When did this happen? I must not have been watching.
Man, Ray.
I'm sorry.
And you call yourself an Edge fan.
Oh,
you don't remember
You call
that?
yourself a stockholder.
When he went for the 1,
Seriously.
2, I turned off the TV, so I don't remember what happened. Oh, I guess they won.
Yeah.
Fuck
They
Jericho.
won, and then your boy tore his Achilles tendon. Just throwing that out there.
Whatever. And he won the Royal Rumble. So anyway,
And that's when Jericho became into fruition.
Which was down by.
Okay. Well, you said you were going to start off at the beginning.
Yes.
Very beginning.
Edge's pay-per-view debut. Edge and Sable versus Mark Merrow and Jacqueline.
This is
SummerSlam 1998.
Wow. Will this be the quickest I ever walk off? I'm just throwing that out there. Will that be the quickest one?
Granted, this is not a highlight in Edge's career by any means. But if you're going to start at the beginning, this is his pay-per-view debut.
Yeah.
He was Sable's mystery partner.
I prefer to think of his first pay-per-view singles match more fondly.
This is very true, but Edge actually won this match.
The tag
he
match.
lost his singles debut.
But he faced Owen Hart, so
this
you
is
know,
true.
you know.
And if you guys don't have
Owen Hart for WWE Hall of Fame Class of 2012. Please, Martha, find it on Facebook, like it.
That's right.
And if you want to see that match, make sure your ass goes on www.shop.com and orders the Edge DVD. You'll get a pendant, T-shirt. Look at this guy.
I feel like we're already turning into DX, just shamelessly plugging Shop Zone. Like,
Well,
seriously.
We're PG Enterprise now. We're a PG
Like,
organization.
seriously.
We're a PG organization.
Next thing that's going to happen is Jeff is going to have freaking Vietnam flashbacks. We're trying to put together the Elimination Chamber playset.
Anyway.
But anyways,
It's a very
yes.
complicated display. I'm just throwing that out
shit is
there.
I do want to say one thing about the Decade of Decadence DVD. I do have a slight issue with it.
Okay.
The only issue I have, and I know, Jeff, we've talked about this,
Yes.
is that every single match on that disc, with the exception of the Owen Hart match, is kayfabe introduced by Edge. That one is introduced by Adam Copeland.
And most of those matches we've already seen on previous releases, which sucks.
Because, like, Edge has had a storied career, and the majority of these matches, he's in character talking about them, as opposed to letting down that wall that he let down with his book, Adam Copeland on Edge.
Not available on shop.
No longer available on Shop Zone, especially when it's autographed by Edge and Adam Copeland, which amazing they were both there.
Yeah, you know, I didn't know that they could both be at the same place at the same time.
It's amazing how that works.
He had already broken the walls down. Another bad Jericho pun. Broken the walls down with this book and let us into his world.
I just gotta point out, we have a first-time camera woman back here, and
That's right.
she's just loving the joke. She's like, oh, God.
I'm afraid that she's going to try and pull a gratuitous dad's walk-off, and then we're going to lose the episode.
We're gonna lose the
Right
feed.
now.
We'll just have the three of us like punching each other and say technical
But, you know,
difficulty.
he had already broken the walls down and spoken his true feelings in the book. They could have caught him on DVD doing the same thing. That was my only grief with the Decade of Decadence.
Same problem I had with the Kane DVD. It's like we didn't get to hear Glenn Jacobs talk about his time as Kane, and even have a Glenn Jacobs DVD and talk about that horrible thing he had to do with Isaac Yankem, and then that god awful fake Diesel gimmick. Yeah, we just saw.
You know what I'd like to see
Kane.
on a Kane DVD? Like, seriously?
I'd like to see the whole DVD cut like this.
That's the way it used to be.
That would be awesome.
But we're here today.
We're back to awesome. Back to awesome. There you go.
And we're here talking about Edge.
But yeah, Edge.
New
Owen Hart, Breakdown in Your House, his first singles match.
Which led to the debut of Christian.
Of course.
Yeah. Which led to the formation of
The Brood.
which
Big
is-
shout out to the homie Bruce on that one, because
Yeah,
Bruce was
Bruce.
a huge Brood mark back in the day. In fact, when we had our old wrestling group, he created a character named Eric Bloodstone
Oh, nice.
that was
Based
supposed to
on-
be a Brood type of knockoff with the Poet Ruffle shirt and the fire and the blood and everything. Big shout out to the homie Bruce.
And a big shout out to my homie, not to name drop or anything, but the Vampire Warrior himself, David Heath, Gangrel,
There you go.
got there, because, you know, I just
Hopefully you'll actually watch this episode.
I hope
and-
so, Gangrel.
I'm
I hope
pretty
you
sure
watch
I'd be
it.
on an episode.
And it'd be cool if you know what, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
And I
thank you.
also like to shout out to Gangrel because he made fun of Twilight like nobody else could. I gotta throw
There
it
you
out
go.
there.
Yeah.
We were at an indie show and we were talking about Gangrel was talking about his wife had like hugged on him and like she was all sparkly. She's like wore sparklies on her boobies. And she all sparkly, and he goes, "That's okay. We're all a bunch of sparkly fags." Anyone thinks that stupid Twilight movie, anyway. So you know,
There you go.
fucking Twilight. It's all their fault.
Okay,
Anyway,
how about the
Edge,
new Brood?
Edge,
How about
Edge.
how about the new Brood?
The
There
new
you go.
Brood against Edge and Christian led
No
to
Mercy,
No Mercy
1999, the Terry Invitational Tournament, Best of 5 series,
Where you
and
get
quite possibly one of the greatest ladder matches in the history of pro wrestling.
Who in their book? It may have been Jericho. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, Ray. I remember who said it, but as much as Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon meant to ladder matches, somebody in their book said the tag team ladder match at No Mercy 99 redefined.
I actually think that was Foley and Have a Nice Day.
It may have been Foley and Have a Nice Day.
Because
Whatever it
Foley was one of the first ones to come up to them after that match and say that you became superstars tonight.
Which is
You're
funny.
no longer WWF wrestlers. You are superstars.
Which is funny because Foley is the one that saw the Hardys before anybody saw the Hardys. They were on his
Three Faces
DVD,
of Foley.
Three Faces of Foley DVD with him in the bows in the top of the arena. out there.
VHS, man. This was long before DVD.
Man. Well, actually,
You might be able to find it on Laserdisc, but this was before DVD.
I had
for,
the DVD
for those of
one.
you youngins that don't remember what Laserdisc is like, Google it.
Yeah, and
Be like David Otunga. Google it.
And in VHS, it was about this big, about this tall.
There you go.
this
Now, that
match-
was a Betamax, man.
Now this match led to some of the greatest triple
you go.
threat TLC matches.
There you go.
It led to the formation
WrestleMania.
TLC. Again, another
WrestleMania.
Foley thing. WrestleMania was the triangle ladder match, which turned into the first unrecognized TLC match. And then you have TLC at SummerSlam, TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17,
great.
TLC 3 with, again,
the
the forgotten TLC. Again, you have Benoit and Jericho, Ray's two favorite people, against Edge and Christian Hardy's the other boys. I was there at that SmackDown for that. That was the night after we lost Triple H to the quadricep tear, and we were all like, what the hell's going to happen now? Vince comes out and goes, TLC 3. We're like, 4 T's in TLC? Holy shitballs, Batman. And they came out and tore it up. Benoit got hurt midway through the match, and they drugged him to the back, and he went back out there, and they crawled up the ladder, and they got the belts together. That, for me, that whole feud, the Hardys, Dudley's, Edge, and Christian, put Edge on the map.
There you go.
And it led from there to waiting and waiting. When is Christian and Edge going to break up? When are they going to have the big turn? And at King of the Ring 2001, when he won the King of the Ring,
By defeating
Kurt
Angle.
Angle and I believe Rhino previously.
He did. Actually, his ribs were injured from the
gore.
From the gore.
From the gore.
Still beat Kurt Angle. Beat an Olympic gold medalist.
Jay's getting his notes.
He actually defeated Test, Perry Saturn, and Rhino
Future
before
Hart.
he got to Kurt
Angle. And
to
Kurt
the
Angle
finals.
already had a hell of a night.
Test, Saturn, and Rhino. All I gotta say, where are they now?
Yeah.
One's dead. One's freaking
One
been
should
knocked
be dead.
senseless.
One's better
and
off
the other
dead.
one is Rhino.
One's better off dead.
Yeah. Well, we all thought he was dead for a number of years. All of a
Right?
sudden
Then he
resurfaced.
he came out of nowhere. It was like, hi, I still exist.
You're
Has
welcome.
anybody found Maki yet?
So after the rivalry with Christian, then he
Yes,
kind of
yes,
took
yes.
on a life of his own. He
There you
battled Test at Survivor Series for
Yeah, that was epic.
United States champion Test.
There you go.
No, the United States Edge,
Yeah,
Intercontinental
Edge had to
Champion
do it.
Test, they were on
Thank you.
opposite sides of the war.
That's right.
in the Alliance and the WWF, but they held the other company's championships,
Which
which led to Edge becoming the last official WCW United States champion,
Yes,
which a title that stayed defunct for 2 years until Stephanie came out and said, yeah, new one. We were like, but no, Legacy Edge.
So things start steamrolling for Edge on into 2002.
Yeah, no, I would say when he unified the titles is when the ball really started rolling for Edge.
Which the great feud with a guy you guys mentioned on Renegade earlier in the week, Wayne Regal.
There you go.
The brass knuckles on a pole match
There
at
you
the
go.
No Way Out 2002, the debut of the NWO. Led into the shampoo feud with Booker.
Now
And
let
then
me-
we went to Kurt Angle.
Yes,
Yeah.
hair versus hair.
Kurt Angle's still bald to this day because of that match,
There you
except for the
go.
brief time he had the
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, the little
headgear and wig.
Which Hulk Hogan had to keep pulling out.
Yeah, every
Which,
time.
speaking of Hulk Hogan,
Hulk
Edge and the Hulkster.
Edge and the Hulkster. Edge's dream come true. Yeah, I know. I gotta do the other thing there. Yeah.
He's not rocking Hogan today,
I'm not
but he's
rocking
actually
Hogan.
got the red, white, and blue, the American flag on his shirt.
That's right, Mickey Mouse, baby.
So Edge and Hogan.
Edge and Hogan win the
Un-American.
championships.
Hogan's
and
been an
Un-American.
icon since '83. Mickey's been one since
1928, baby.
And they do the taunts. They're the tag
Yes.
champions. But there was a match that really put it over for me. That made me kind of like I was on the fence about Edge at the time because we all know I was an Angle Mark,
Yes,
Triple H, all that good stuff.
And I remember you come to 5 Star Comics dressed in your suit trying to be Evolution.
Yes.
But then again, you also came to meet Al Snow with your red and yellow boas. So you
well, I didn't have any. I didn't have head. I didn't have head. That didn't
you're
happen.
the lady killer, man.
You weren't having head?
I wasn't getting head.
Whoa.
It was just missionary. But,
Dude, we're gonna lose right here. I swear to God.
Okay. The match. Rebellion 2002.
Wow,
Edge
Rebellion.
versus Brock Lesnar.
There
Yes, there we go.
And, oh,
Pull
it
out
was,
your
it, was,
ass,
it, was,
Ray.
it, was,
Wow.
it was a handicap match, actually. It was Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. And
Again, that's right.
Exactly, and the stipulation was Edge competed in Paul Heyman, and win the WWE
Undisputed
Championship.
title, that's right.
The
But he
WWE
didn't.
Championship, yes.
Yep.
And
'Cause
unfortunately,
we all know who Edge beat to get his first title, but we'll get there. In a
We'll
bit.
get there in a
exactly.
little bit. Yep.
But this put it over with Edge because Edge now in the history books fought a UFC World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
Another big
And a
accomplishment.
coach on The Ultimate Fighter.
And 2002 rolled on. The WWE Tag Titles were created on SmackDown. He won those with Mysterio. They had a
Yes.
great triple threat Survivor Series, which the Guerreros won to start their role.
And don't forget Team Angle in that too.
Angle and Benoit.
Soon to become the world's greatest
tag
tag
team.
But
And
back then it was still Team Angle.
then Edge breaks his neck.
Yes.
Mm.
And he's out for a year.
And he didn't win a gold medal with a broken neck.
He didn't
No,
go to
he
the
didn't
neck.
win.
He
That
got
was Kurt.
he got carted off on a stretcher with Stephanie McMahon with a broken neck. And then we went to 2004, the
When he
first
came
ever
back.
draft lottery,
Yes.
and one of the picks that it's announced is Edge, and the first time we saw Edge really come out dressed in the all black with the trench, the full trench.
Yeah.
Well,
Came
he
out
had
there-
been rocking the trench even going back to the ENC days.
That's
but this
true.
was the first time it was a dark.
It was dark Edge. He came out and speared Bischoff, which you all thought, oh, cool, he's going to be a babyface still. And the match with Randy Orton in Vengeance 04, it was another
When he
Austin
took the-
Brett. Even though Orton was still part of Evolution, he was getting the RVD type pops where he was
There you
getting
go.
cheered anyway. Gotta love me
That
some
was
RVD.
my beef with the Vengeance 04 match, was because it was like Edge came back and he was trying to thrust himself into the main event picture, and
Orton was
he
already
went against the Intercontinental Champion.
And he won. Yeah.
When he took the IC title off of Orton, I smelled the winds of change in the air, and I told my friends, I said, watch, SummerSlam 2004, Randy Orton's going to become World Heavyweight Champion.
Sure enough.
Because otherwise there was no point in taking that strap off of him.
Yep.
Orton was doing an awesome job with the Intercontinental title, and they wanted something for Edge to hold because they just didn't feel that he was championship material yet.
It truly was Orton's destiny.
And then what happens? Edge pulls his groin. He's out again with an injury. And then when he comes back at the end of 04, the first Taboo Tuesday, Edge and Benoit, who had been World Tag Team Champions earlier in the year when Benoit was World Champion, there you go, Chris Benoit, won the titles again, even though Edge had finally turned heel and walked out on Benoit.
He still won the belts.
He still won the belts. Benoit
That's
won the
just how
belts. by-
awesome Benoit
That's how
was.
Benoit was. And that led to the beginning of 05. The whole thing with Shawn Michaels that Edge had. Great match at New Year's Revolution, I believe.
I
Let's
actually like
actually-
the Raw match.
Let's
The Raw match
actually
was better.
stop,
The Street
let's
Fighter was
actually
better.
stop right there at the start of 05. We're going
Okay.
to take a quick second to gather our thoughts, and we'll do a part 2 going from 05
To
to
now.
retirement.